It's Saturday, March 6, 2021, an absolutely stunning day here in Palm Desert. Around 84 degrees. If there's one thing I can say good about California is we still have the best weather in the United States, but that's about it. But I wanted to make a video this afternoon and just kind of recap on a few things and just kind of give you my opinion of what I see happening and what I see coming. Just my opinion. Please comment down below. Love hearing your opinions, and so do so many other people. So make sure you keep commenting down below. Give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit that bell notification so that you are alerted with the newest video. Also, I'm uploading a brand new video on Patreon today, so make sure you check that out. Well, it looks like that relief package of $1.9 trillion is coming very, very soon. Senate passes $1.9 trillion stimulus package. House plans Tuesday vote. I think they're going to eliminate the $15 minimum wage, but it looks like it's going to happen this coming week. Remember, though, once they pass this, and it was inevitable, this $1.9 trillion, more is going to have to come. And I'm sure that the markets are going to love this. It's going to be another sugar high. And in this relief package, Americans making under $80,000 are going to get that $1,400. So as we see more people and more investors running to the US dollar, to me, I have to shake my head. With this much money printing, how in the world can the US dollar be a safe haven? $1.9 trillion about ready to be printed, and much, much more coming. This is absolutely overcooking the economy, ladies and gentlemen. And when you see this kind of overcooking, we've been overcooking this thing for well over a decade, but this is just another shot in the arm here. Nearly $2 trillion. And this is why I just cannot stop buying gold and silver. To me, just sitting on a stack of dollars is not the thing to do. Sure, you can gamble in the stock market, but look, this whole house of cards is going to come down very, very hard. And we're seeing a lot of people running to the US dollar now as a safe haven. And I just don't get it. To me, this is so good for gold and silver. I don't care how much they manipulate it, how much gold and silver paper that they throw out in the market. We're seeing physical gold and silver prices holding. And when you look at the amount of money that is going to be pumped into these states, into this economy, it's all an illusion. California is going to get $26.3 billion of this stimulus package. New York State's going to get $12.7 billion. Illinois, $7.5 billion. And Puerto Rico, $2.5 billion. Some of the most unorganized, criminal states are going to get these massive bailouts now. They're going to be rewarded. You look at California, New York, and Illinois, probably the top three worst run states in America, and they're going to get the most money. And just imagine the theft that's going to take place, where these billions of dollars are actually going to go, how it's just going to be stolen. All of this money that you and I are going to have to pay back. We're bailing out states and municipalities who basically just squandered their money, took their taxpayer money while they continued to raise taxes on a yearly basis, took that money and just squandered it, wasted it. Where did it all go? Why does California, the fifth biggest economy in the world, need $26.3 billion? Why does Illinois need $7.5 billion? Why does New York need almost $13 billion? Why? Because they blew all this money. They squandered it. They wasted. It went to all this special interest. God knows where all this money has been going. But I see many of the politicians in these states living very, very well, living in mansions worth multi-millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, some of them. And yet we need to be bailing out these states. And I'm sure that many of the politicians in these states are going to become even more wealthy than they are now. Unbelievable the waste and theft and criminality that is taking place. Job growth surges in February on hiring jump in restaurants and bars. This was on CNBC yesterday, and this is great news, right? People watching this video, if you need some good news, here's the great news for you. According to CNBC, the great economic recovery has begun. Job growth surges in February. But we're going to dig a little bit deeper and look into this. Huge payrolls beat. U.S. adds 379,000 jobs in February. But there is a catch, ladies and gentlemen. It sounds like great news, and maybe this is great news for you. So that's wonderful. But 75% of all jobs added in February were waiters and bartenders. So we're going to see a lot of jobs coming back as things open up, but let's look closely where most of these jobs are going to be. Let's go back. Of the 379,000 jobs that we saw in February, a whopping 355,000 of those jobs, or 93%, were in leisure and hospitality. 286,000, or 75% of those jobs were waiters and bartenders. Now ask yourself, is this going to pull America out of this financial depression that we're in? Bartenders and waiters, leisure and hospitality, is this going to keep America as the leading superpower, the largest economy in the world, the greatest nation in the world? But are we going to keep that title if everybody is just a bartender and a waiter or a coffee maker at Starbucks? Ask yourself, this is where it's all going. You know, they're going to make it sound like the economy is booming, it's recovering, it's coming back. But look at where the jobs are going to be at. It's going to be leisure and hospitality. These are $15, $12, $10 an hour jobs, ladies and gentlemen. America is not going to continue to be the #1 superpower in the world if all we're doing is creating bartending jobs and waitressing jobs, and we have this huge booming leisure and hospitality sector. It's just not going to happen. And people are going to fall farther and farther behind on their bills and debt if they're just working in leisure and hospitality. The hedge today, these are the companies who employees most often get payday loans. I mean, if we're really recovering, if this economy is doing so well, how come I'm seeing all these payday loans popping up everywhere? And the amount of people using them is continuing to increase. The vast majority of payday loan recipients have full-time employment, meaning they should have income coming to pay back their debts. But guess what? They don't. The cost of living is skyrocketing. Gas in my area now for regular gas is $3.55. You go to LA, it's over $4. It's getting absolutely harder and harder to pay your bills when you have gas prices surging like they are. Unbelievable. Where are we at now? A barrel of oil now over $66 a barrel and climbing. If you add all those that are part-time employed, retired, self-employed, to those with full-time employment, you account for 96.1% of payday loan recipients. Just 1.2% of payday loan recipients are unemployed. Most common industries for payday loan recipients: sales-related jobs, 12%, office administration, 10.9%, healthcare support, 7.7%, management occupation, 7.4%, production, 5.9%, retired, 5.5%. These are the most common industries for payday loan recipients. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the television can tell you whatever they want. Those people in those fancy $2,000 and $3,000 suits that get paid by these major corporations telling you how great everything is. But look at the reality of things. Payday loan offices popping up everywhere. More and more Americans relying now on payday loans, relying on their credit cards, relying on that stimulus check. We're at a point here in America where millions of people now are reliant on that $1,400. And if you're a person now dependent, reliant, you need that $1,400. If that's going to change your life, you're in big trouble. I hate to say that, but anybody reliant now and dependent on $1,400 to change their life, they're in big trouble, and it's probably already too late for them. The hedge. Peter Schiff, anybody betting against gold is going to lose. I can't stress it enough, and I know that there's going to be a lot of haters out there that just say, don't listen to this, don't listen to the Peter Schiffs, don't listen to me, don't listen to anybody that believes in gold and silver. You need to be buying cryptos, you need to be investing in these overvalued stocks, you need to be in the stock market. I totally disagree. I know it looks great, the utopia that's going on, that it's going to last forever, that nobody's going to lose money, that the Fed's just going to come in and save it every time it has a problem. Gold is the real safe haven. If you understand the real threat, ladies and gentlemen, the real threat is inflation and low-yielding U.S. treasuries. Buying a 10-year treasury at 1.46%, there is no safety there. That's a negative yield, because we all know that we all know that real inflation isn't 2%. It's not 3.3%. We all know it's 8%, 10%, 12%, depending on where you live. But there's no way it's 2% or 3%. Gold is better than owning any bond. There is no counterparty risk, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people will say that, well, you don't earn any interest with gold. Well, I would rather earn zero interest than negative interest. And where I see the US dollar going, I believe it's getting very, very risky to own bonds, especially at 1.46%, 1.5%, wherever it is right now. How is that keeping up with inflation? We all know real inflation is over 8%. You are losing money, and you are tied to US dollars. If anything happens to the US dollar, what do you think is going to happen to your bonds? What do you think is going to happen to your stocks? What do you think happens to your pension, your 401k, your money markets? What do you think is going to happen? It's a beautiful day out here. A lot of people out here golfing, completely naive to the dangers that are lurking. Many of these people out here golfing are doing incredibly well. They're drunk on the utopia of what the stock market is doing. They're looking at that computer screen every day going, wow, I'm richer and richer and richer and richer. You're richer on paper, you're richer on a computer screen. And that can be wiped out within seconds. And I truly do believe we're going to wake up one morning and life as we know it is going to change drastically. Millions of people are going to wake up into a nightmare. Millions of people, tens of millions of people are going to wake up wiped out. Those digits on a screen are going to be gone. That fiat currency that we use called the US dollar is going to be inflating at a point where people are going to try to get rid of it so fast, but where are you going to go? All the gold and silver is going to be gone. All it takes is one big financial institution to come into the gold market, physical silver market, and it's over. And as more and more people begin to wake up and see the light, which they're doing right now, because look how hard it is to get physical gold and physical silver right now. Look at the prices. The premiums aren't coming down. And we're starting to see this split between physical and the COMEX price. And I believe that the price of gold and the price of silver are going to continue to go up. Yes, we're going to see volatility, no doubt about it, but there are very, very few places to run to when the music stops, ladies and gentlemen. And let me tell you, we're going to wake up one day and that music is going to stop. And people aren't going to know what to do. They're so dependent on the system. They have so much trust in the system, in the financial institutions, in the markets. They believe literally that they're bulletproof, that nothing bad can happen. And I'm here to tell you, bad things are coming and bad things are going to happen. You need to be protecting yourself. And if you don't hold it, you don't own it. I don't keep a lot of money in the banks. I continue to see a lot of these bank closures taking place, ATMs shut down. And we are going to see, I think, big problems coming to the banking system and the banking sector. I really, truly believe that we are overdue for a massive housing crash. We're already seeing big trouble in commercial real estate. The writing is on the wall, ladies and gentlemen, and to ignore it is pure ignorance. And to believe that the stock market is going to go up forever, to believe that the US dollar printed out of thin air is going to come under no pressure is just ignorant. You can believe in fantasy and you can believe in the Easter Bunny all you want, but this illusion at some point is going to come to an end. And again, it's peaceful, it's beautiful, 84 degrees today. People are out here golfing, not a care in the world. And look, put balance in your life. Take some time out and enjoy what God has given us, no doubt. But He also gave us a brain. And I truly believe we are running out of time. Time is not your friend here, ladies and gentlemen. God gave all of us a brain. It is time to connect the dots. It is time to look at reality and to really see what is going on. This is not going to last forever. All bubbles pop. We got a bond bubble. We got a real estate bubble. We got a stock market bubble. We got bubbles everywhere. And when they start popping, they're all going to pop. And this is going to be a global crash. People say all the time, well, when's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? And I can't reiterate this enough. It's happening right now. Take a good look. Look at my videos of what's happening in LA, the second biggest city in America, and take a look at the crumbling infrastructure. It looks like zombie land out there with homeless everywhere. Take a good look at what's happening in your cities. Take a good look at what's happening in your own areas. I can't even count how many vacant buildings are sitting right here in Palm Desert, Rancho Mirage, Palm Springs, La Quinta. It's unbelievable. It's happening, ladies and gentlemen. How many people do you know right now that are out of work? How many people do you know right now dependent on that $1,400 stimulus check? How many people do you know right now that are dependent on that unemployment check or that extra $300 benefit? And all this money is magically just going to appear out of thin air. This is going to end badly. You cannot continue to keep borrowing, now surpassing $28 trillion of U.S. debt. You cannot continue creating debt out of thin air. You cannot continue as a country to just pay people to stay at home and not produce jobs. We must have jobs that pay a decent wage in America. We must start manufacturing. We've got to be producing things here. We're producing nothing but debt and dependency, ladies and gentlemen, and that is a formula for destruction. There is no doubt that we're going to see other countries surpassing us militarily, surpassing us with technology, surpassing this economy. Look, I don't have to tell you who is producing everything in the world. It's China. They're producing literally everything. Their middle class is booming. Our middle class is dying. We're producing and manufacturing literally nothing here in America. And as long as we do that, we're gonna continue to lose in this global economy. The middle class is going to continue to be eaten alive, and many of you are going to pay a very, very serious price here, because this cannot continue without lots of pain being felt in America. We're going to continue to see more and more people go homeless, more people go hungry, more people go jobless. Make sure you're protecting yourself. If you have the means and ability to do so right now, you need to be very, very careful and cautious with what you're doing with your money and what you're spending it on. This is not the time to be buying vacations. This is not the time to just go out and be blowing money. This is the time right now to be buying the assets that are on sale, like gold and silver. They are undervalued, unlike stocks, unlike Tesla, unlike Microsoft, unlike Apple, and things of this nature. The things that are on sale are the things that you should be buying. The things that are being ignored, that people right now don't see the value in, this is where the sales are. This is where the deals are. Everything happening on the stock market, stocks, housing, etc., this stuff is all going to be on sale at some point. And this is when I believe is the time to start buying them. Why would I be buying stocks in this overvalued bubble that's been going on for over a decade? I'm buying what's on sale. I will buy stocks when they go on sale. I will buy real estate when it goes on sale. In the meantime, I'll be patient. I'll save some cash. I'll be buying physical gold, physical silver, and even mining stocks. Volatile, but I'll be buying those because they're on sale. I'm going to leave it there today. A beautiful, stunning day here. God bless all of you. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you share this video. Make sure that you put balance in your life. Enjoy what God has given us, but also make sure that you get out and do a little bit of preparation this weekend. Talk to all of you soon.